do a live stream, quick, lickety split. I got a few minutes before I have to go punch in and everything. But, Tank had his first presser with Lamont Roach, and from what I was told, he showed up fashionably or um unequivocally late. At the end of the day, just no respect for his fans and the media. But you have these people that sit up here and suck up the Tank. But nevertheless, to make a long story short, um, it's Tank being Tank. When asked about fighting Shakur Stevenson, he basically says, what has Shakur Stevenson done? He basically tears down and critiques Shakur Stevenson, but he says all the things that's wrong with Shakur Stevenson, but he won't explain why won't he get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. He says he can't punch. He said he's defensive minded. He says only defense wins in, basketball and football, which is wrong. Defense can win in boxing too. He says he has no offense. Then he says that Shakur Stevenson has no defense. He said that on occasion. But at the same time, he can't explain to us why won't he get in the ring with Shakur Stevenson. Then he says that Keyshawn Davis is better than Shakur Stevenson. Well, he probably not going to fight neither one of them. Tank is 30 years old and doesn't have really one relevant name to his resume except for a questionable fight with Ryan Garcia. And then he says he's probably going to rematch Ryan Garcia. And then he says he's going to possibly retire at the end of 2025. And talking about boxing isn't good or fun, it's trash and all that stuff. Well, it's trash because of dudes like you. It's trash because of your team that sits up here and comes with excuse after excuse why you won't get in the ring with certain fighters. If you have a ring IQ, if it's supposed to be as high as your fans make it out to be, then you should try to figure out how to beat a guy like Shakur Stevenson. But Tank knows that Shakur Stevenson is going to be a very difficult fight for him. Even if he does land a money shot that hurts and possibly stops Shakur Stevenson, it could be a difficult fight for him, and he could further get exposed. And basically, Shakur Stevenson could help lay out a blueprint that could show the next dude how to beat Tank. But at the end of the day, people want to see that fight. And for his team to sit up there and say that, and I'm just going to say it, for them to sit up there, Calvin Ford and Coach Ellis to sit up there and try to pretend that black versus black fights don't sell, that's complete bullshit. And that's just flat out Samboism and coonery. And it just got to be said. When I hear people say stuff like that, see, that's what happens being around and talking to dudes like Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is a coon too. And it just got to be said. And this is why they don't like. And then not to mention that the PBC seem to have a whole bunch of internal problems. Now, I'm going to talk about this situation with Al Heyman later on. And I'm going to also say that people need to stop trying to protect Al Heyman. Stop trying to play that brother to brother and I'm black y'all stuff with Al Heyman. Al Heyman don't give two damns about black people in the black community, because if he did, he wouldn't have did the stuff that he done to primarily the black fighters, where he put them on a lower pedestal than the Hispanic fighters. So I don't want to hear that. That is just real talk. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this coonery in boxing. This is why these dudes don't like me, because I call it how it is. This is just real talk. To hear Tank say that he doesn't want to fight Shakur Stevenson or Keyshawn Davis, so we got to be subjective to you fighting somebody like Lamont Roach. What has Lamont Roach done to get a fight with you? What did Frank Martin do to get a fight with you? So stop it, man. Stop insulting people's intelligence. It's just like, enough is enough, man. Stop sitting up there saying this ridiculous stuff, man. Stop trying to insult the fans and my intelligence. At the end of the day, there is something that you see in Shakur Stevenson that bothers you and makes you hesitant. And then, not to mention, Shakur Stevenson offered to come to the PBC, which would have been an epic mistake, just so he could fight Tank. Steven Espinosa said that. Steven Espinosa said that. Tank been ducking fights. And to be honest with you, he ducked Lomachenko for years until Lomachenko got old. So let's just keep it 100 with Tank. Tank is a 30-year-old prospect who doesn't have one relevant name on his resume, but he said Shakur Stevenson hasn't fought anybody. And then you get these Tank, you know what I'm saying, these Tank fun boys sitting up here trying to justify the actions of Tank. Please stop this BS. At the end of the day, Tank just don't want to fight dudes like Shakur Stevenson, because Shakur Stevenson presents a problem for him. But I just wanted to get that out there. Like, Tank, stop it, man. Just stop it. And your team, just stop it. Anyway, this your boy Town. I'm out.